I'm Staff Sergeant Mark Strosick. I'm the navigator on the Blue Angels transport airplane, Fat Albert Airlines.
Gunnery Sergeant Jim Tregner. I'm the flight mechanic on Fat Albert.
Staff Sergeant, can you please tell us how you became the navigator for the Fat Albert?
Yes, actually, started back after I went through boot camp, and I went for some training, and they looked through our record books, and they saw that I qualified for an aircrew position, so I volunteered to become a navigator, and from there I had to go through a screening process, and I passed that, and from there I went to the navigation school, which is down in Randolph Air Force Base, San Antonio, Texas. After navigation school, I went to our C-130 training squadron in Cherry Point, North Carolina. From there, I was stationed overseas in Okinawa, Japan for a year. Then I went back to Cherry Point for a year and a half. And from there, I went to Marine Corps Air Station Miramar in San Diego. And it was while I was there that the navigator position became open here with the Blue Angels. And I applied and joined the team in October of 2001.
Can you describe for us exactly what a navigator does for Fat Albert Airlines?
Yes, actually, I do all the flight planning to all the different show sites, the fuel planning, and that's about it, actually.
You pretty much get them around wherever they need to go.
Yes.
Gunnery Sergeant, could you please describe your job for Fat Albert?
I am the flight mechanic for Fat Albert. My primary responsibility is engine and propeller maintenance, and I also assist the flight engineers in any maintenance that's required on the airplane.
Fantastic. What was your career path to get to the Blue Angels?
Actually, I've been flying as a flight mechanic since 1984. I started off flying in BMGR 152 in Japan, and I've been flying ever since. And I applied for the team in 2000 and was selected for the spot here in 2001, the end of 2001 actually.
How long there, Sergeant, would you be with the team? Is it 3-year orders, 2-year orders? How long is the tour for you?
3-year tour for us, for all of us.
For all of you?
Yes.
I know 911 was a shocker to all of America, and of course the Blue Angels. And I know the first 5 air shows afterwards were canceled. Your first show was in Dallas, Texas. How did that make you guys feel to get back in the air, to get back flying, for the crowd and for America?
Well, that was me and Staff Sergeant Storosick's first air show, and we hadn't had much experience with air shows prior to that. But from what we saw, you could probably say the same thing. That people were excited. They were just excited to see things starting to get kind of back to normal, and we had a good time.
What about you, Staff Sergeant? How did you feel about that first air show when you came back?
Yeah, like Jim said, that was actually our first air show with the team. But it was real exciting to see the crowd. They were very receptive and very patriotic. And like Jim said, it was good to start getting things back to normal in the country.
Could you tell, Staff Sergeant, could you tell the people how you guys go from show site to show site? So is everything carried in the C-130 itself? What do you carry? About 60 personnel at a time?
Usually 30.
30 personnel, okay. How do you guys move around? 'Cause there's a lot of personnel, a lot of baggage, and a lot of equipment and stuff. Would you please describe kind of how all that works?
Actually, all the equipment that we bring is loaded onto 6 pallets, which they all fit into a Fat Albert. And on top of a couple of the pallets, we have room for all the baggage. And then once we get all the pallets in, we have just enough room to put all the seats down, and we can cram 30 people in there and another 5 up in the flight station. So once we get everything loaded, it's a pretty packed plane.
So you're pretty much an air show on the road.
Yes.
Gunnery Sergeant, when you guys depart from Pensacola to plane, say for a long shot you're going to go to Cleveland, when would you go ahead and pre-position everything there in Florida?
Usually we depart on Thursday morning, and it's usually pretty early. We get there Thursday, all depends on where we're going. We get there Thursday late morning, early afternoon, and start, like Mark said, unload the aircraft and set things up and get ready to go.
Guys, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.